All right, hey everyone. This is a about 2 week follow-up, 2 week and 2 day follow-up to my 2-level cervical disc replacement surgery with a Mobi-C, 2 Mobi-Cs. So getting right into it, had my 2 week follow-up yesterday with the surgeon's office. I met with the physician's assistant, had some x-rays done. X-rays came out perfect. The discs are still in the same spot, not moving, positioned perfectly. Flexion, extension, moving left and right, up and down, a lot better now. So everything's going well from that perspective. Restrictions have been, for the most part, lifted short of contact sports. So I still have a 20-pound weight restriction, but I think that's relative to your body weight and build. So we'll work with that as I feel comfortable. But basically, that's what I was told, is as long as I feel comfortable doing the activity, I'm fine doing it. So things are looking good. As far as pain, again, nothing in the incision. Still feel some muscle stiffness in the neck and shoulder and trap area, but very, very mild at this point. So it's not really bothersome too much. Nerve pain, just mild, super mild, like sometimes down the arms, into the elbows, but nothing crazy, nothing like it was prior to surgery. So it's looking good. Jumping into exercising. So nothing really has changed since the past week. Have been doing the same stuff. So plate step ups for the most part, squats, air squats, lunges, and bike erg and echo bike, and just a mixture of that stuff, mostly AMRAPs, just to get the blood flowing. It's more than enough to get a good sweat in, and I have been, doing that, getting a lot of sweating in, so it feels good to be able to move. I also talked to the physician's assistant about like how I stopped wearing my brace 3 days in and how I started exercising 6 days in, and they told me that's completely fine. If anything, it's helping speed up recovery. So I was glad to hear that, and it wasn't all just me making decisions on my own. Moving forward, as far as exercising, since I was given that leeway of whatever I'm comfortable with, today I added a little bit more mixture. I did box step ups, like 20-inch box step ups, and I did dumbbell snatches, alternating dumbbell snatches. I used very lightweight. I used 10-pound dumbbells. Felt completely fine. It felt good actually to do that motion with the arms, just to get them moving a little bit more. I did use my arms a little bit on the Echo bike today, which I haven't been doing at all for the past week. So it felt good to do that stuff. I think I tried doing kettlebell swings, Russian kettlebell swings with like a 26-pounder. I didn't like the feeling of the hinging motion with my like neck going back and forth, my head. So I think I'm gonna hold off on that kind of stuff. But that's what I'm gonna start doing over the next 4 weeks, is kind of playing around, seeing what feels comfortable, and add more variety into my workouts as time progresses and things get better. Uh, I don't plan on doing any barbell work, at least until the six week point, which is 4 weeks away from now. So it's not the end of the world. Same thing with like running or impact movements, box jumps and stuff like that. I'm perfectly fine holding off on that. I don't intend on going under the knife anytime soon again. So you just got to play it smart. I feel like I could be doing a lot more, but I don't want to push it. And that's where I think your brain kind of plays tricks on you, is because you feel like you could get back into it, but you got to be smart about your recovery. Aside from that, like I said, I'll just start working in more stuff. Today I used the higher, like the more normal resistance bands on the crossover symmetry. So I used like the 15 pound and 7-pound resistance bands. So those felt good actually. So I highly recommend those if you have them or have access to them, is to incorporate them into your warm up every single day, because I think that really helps with recovery and at least moving those arms while you can't really move the rest of your body. But yeah, so my next update will be 4 weeks from now when I go in for my 6 weeks checkup. And since I'm in the clinical trial, I actually have like scheduled check-ins over the next 2 years, I want to say, or maybe a little bit longer, 3 years. Um, so there's like a lot of check-ins over the next year. So I'm going to use that as kind of a guide to do video updates as well to remind me to do them. Um, but if there's anything I could answer in the meantime, feel free to drop a comment or question on this video on YouTube. I'm very active on YouTube, so I do get notifications of comments and stuff like that. So anything I could answer in the meantime, as you know, time goes and you have questions, feel free to drop. Happy to answer them and help the next person out who's going through this journey. That's all. We'll see you in 6 weeks. Thank you.